You know who I am? Let us record great deeds this day and give these Urki scum a right royal hammering!
Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 and part 3 of our Grombrindal Immortal Empires campaign. The Longbeards have been grumbling and we are back. There are 2 grudge throwers on in. This is 2 turns later, so we have spent some time recruiting on in some soldiers. We had to roll them all the way over from the Altar of Ultimate Darkness. Skag Hammerfist is outside of the settlement in encampment to try to get him some extra abilities. I was trying to leave him out in March, but we needed to do some recruiting. So we've got himself some grudge throwers and we've got another unit of those as well as some dwarf warriors coming on in. We spent some oath gold also between the episodes to try to make sure we're a bit more deadly. So for Grombrindal, I've replaced the Rune of Passage. That is on our Runesmith now. He now has the Rune of Fury, giving him a little bit more attack, and Frenzy, which is always going to be active since he is unbreakable. He's always going to have 10% more base and armor piercing damage, 10% more charge bonus and melee attack, and then he's going to be immune to Psychology, which I think he already was, but if he wasn't, you know how super is. Being unbreakable would make you immune to Psychology. We're also going to go ahead and give him some of these artillery runes. We wanted to make sure our grudge throwers were performing at max capacity, so we have the Rune of Seeking, giving them bonus V large and homing, heat-seeking missiles. And then explosive damage that reduces leadership by ability either 4 or 8. We shall see that one in action. We've got one more Rune of Fear to pass on out. But the other 2 Rune of Furies are on the White Dwarf, obviously, and then, or Runesmith and Rune Lord, appropriately. The Rune Lord also is rolling with the artillery runes as well. That way we have all of them passed on out. That will be the way. And to start off the turn there, we're going to charge directly on over and finish off the grudge against the Halfling Chewer. Malekith and another army are nearby here. That is such a weak force, we won't even waste the Dawi's time fighting it. Only good battles for Grombrindal. And actually, if you have something that's this easy, if you go ahead and allow the auto-resolve to finish it, due to the changes that were made to the experience gain, you actually get, I believe it's 10 to 15% more experience if you have a decisive victory like this, where it kills the entire army. So, just so you're aware, if you want more experience, auto-resolve sometimes is the way. Even if I like fighting stuff on the battle a little better. Alright, we lost 125 total, mostly going to these Slayers and Miners since they're unarmored. I guess a lot of damage going to our Ogres there. We will go ahead and drink to victories, because we'll scoot on back into friendly territory. Flame Gullets.
The Dwarfs need me.
We'll scoot back into Cragworth Deep just barely. Pass on this upgrade to Grombrindal. We'll give him the Mounted Strider, giving him 15% more movement range and Strider. That's why I was keen to pass off that rune to the other. He does lose 8 of his speed, but he is still going to be very quick at moving around. Or at least not slowed by the terrain. That should also unlock his quest battle.
Don't you
Leave.
fret, it's done.
Yeah, rank 12. So once we hit the next turn, we'll have a quest battle issued, and then we can go fight us some ogres, which can be quite awesome. Don't want to spend any more money because we're about to be very, very, very low on positive income. Let's go ahead and end the turn and see how things play out.
Talk if you must. It won't change your fate.
Oh, here he comes. War it is. Dwarf hair makes excellent cloaks. See, that is the wrong way to start a war with me. Now you're going to make me extra keen on destroying you. Otherwise, we're going to get turned into a coat. He's bringing Hag Grafe with him. Such is the way. Refugees of War. Karakazorn seeks refuge. We'll go ahead and claim the refugees for Karakazorn. Let's go ahead and exit the escape button before it drags us all the way over there, but we have a grudge issued for the raiding Druji. We have one of the Nagarothi armies coming on over here to cause some problems, steal our things and our people. We gain 500 treasury and some oath gold. And then we have a dread host of chaos. One that has hounded the Norse dwarves is deploying for a fight. They wish to spill Dawi blood upon the snow, no doubt, in tribute to the vile god of rage and murder. However, the dwarves shall not lie meekly in the frost and ice. They are led by the white dwarf who has placed an oath upon his axe. Only when this legion of the damned is slaughtered will the many entwined runes upon Grombrindal's weapon burn with power again. Oh, why'd you make that oath, fool? Well, we'll have the power eventually, but we get 10 more melee attack, 13 more armor-piercing weapon damage, as well as the overall Groom Axe of Grombrindal active ability, giving us Discouraged and 50% more armor-piercing. Solid. Also gold, oath gold, and replenishment. A pretty meager force of chaos. We will probably move to attack them this turn. Let's go ahead and grab a Skag Hammerfist there, though. Him sprinting on down to protect Rakdo Gorge. Looks like we do have an army waiting in the wings there. They shouldn't be able to claim the halter unless they start doing some recruiting, which they're not doing this turn. Yeah, with just those 3 Quarrelers, they should be fine to defend. Skag has moved on over. We don't quite have the overall income to grab another unit of Slayers, so we will keep with just the regular Dwarf Warriors for now and see what Elinirian, I believe that's her name, what she tries. Malekith is in March Dance. Let's go ahead and
I am the White Dwarf.
pull back up that quest. Our victory conditions: destroy Nagrond. That's very, very dedicated. And then occupy Loot Raise, sack 30 settlements. Achieve the short victory conditions, and do the same with 70 settlements. Then make sure our severity of the grudges is no greater than 9. We've got to clear out several of these grudges before we're good to go. That's actually pretty... Seems like that could be a pretty quick and simple campaign. Go ahead and grab the Grune Axe of Grombrindal, see if it's willing to show us anyone else. Nay. Go ahead and teleport on over. Spend a bit of gold there. And I do have a rather basic car bumping around outside, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause for a moment. I will see you all when that is chilling out. And we're back. Yeah, the joys of apartment living sometimes. So we've got Asavar Deathcaller, and he has a full force of a fairly early tier Chaos Army. He does have a couple units of Chosen. So we will have to focus those down with either our Gyrocopters or our Grudge Throwers. And then they have 2 reinforcing armies of Mokar Pulsator and then Decasaur Doomheimer. Very fun names. But one of them is going to be a Javcav army, and then the other, another force of middle-of-the-road soldiers there. Alright, old Horned one. Let's crush them.
Right, my northern kin, let's get about this. These chaos-loving Ungi are in need of a reckoning, all right. I have an oath to fulfill, so don't mind me if I'm greedy. But I need to kill lots of pretty mighty tally, and I ain't one for breaking such an oath. So come on, let's have 'em!
Alright, so I'm definitely going to have to splice in the quest battle. You're able to start from the main menu there. The Grombrindal got blended up and he had 2 lines of dialogue going at the same time, so that definitely didn't sound right. Let's go ahead and drag the army all the way over here. I think this will be the best place to try to draw them through. Grab Grombrindal, make sure he's up front. I have 2 of these miners, I think, off to the side. We don't know where those reinforcements are coming in at, so we'll want to keep that in mind. Drag these Grudge Throwers a little bit apart.
Hit them!
Parlors in front. Roll down a little bit just to group them up more than they were. And our Dwarf Warriors. Definitely spread them out a bit more.
For the ancestors!
We will put Grombrindal out front, and then the Rune Lord, Rune Smith, off to the side.
Slayers!
Slayers in behind.
Dive bomb!
No, no dive bombings. Not for you guys. Stay up in the air. Chaos is scary. All of our elite infantry together. Normal infantry and Quarrelers.
We demand blood! It is a reckoning!
We'll put the Thunderers off to the side and the Flamethrowers on the other end. Gonna put some Caltrops off on the sides there so we don't really have to worry about the enemy. A little bit further up than normal. Alright, let's grab the Giant Slayers, put them on the side. And the Ogres. Biggest in the tribe, or so they claim. Alright, that should be that. Let's make sure the lads are together, so we'll do Ogre Bulls and Gyrocopter since they're a bit of an interesting pair. There we go.
The clans unite!
Quarrelers!
Guard mode for everyone who's important, so we're not having anyone run up and get shot. Let's get going. Chaos forces keep on coming. Clearly, the Blood God is hungry. Are there more enemies that have already shown up that we're not seeing just yet? I can't wait.
Go!
Let's have these guys out front to act as a screen there.
Thunderers!
Have these Thunderers come on in and drop some Caltrops just outside of the woods.
For the ancestors!
And I like the idea of dropping some there as well. Have Grombrindal go out front. We'll have these miners come on over to the side there.
Nothing can stop us! It is a reckoning!
A little bit more like that.
Preparing bombing run!
Send the boys up.
Fire! Range fast!
Not for a bombing run, but we can start firing on some Marauder Horsemen.
Guns out, boys!
Those ogres moving around. Sweet. Okay, the Caltrops are down. Let's go ahead and pull the flamethrowers
The
back.
High King! Range fire! Range fast!
Be plenty of space for them to fire there.
Thunderers!
Pull the Thunderers back as well.
Move!
Miners can defend those Caltrops.
Strike out!
We're getting shot back. Let's pull on away.
Charge!
Armor only defends so long against javelins there.
Strike out! Shoot our wizards!
Yeah, if we turn and start firing back, they should turn and they're leaving. Artillery hurts.
Gyrocopter! Move!
Let's go weaken one of these other units then. Got doggos moving into the back. I'd like to save the ammunition for large targets, so we can focus down these horsemen. That'd be great. They're gonna fire another volley. Let's drag the line up a little bit closer. We can leave the miners off to the side there, defending the flank.
Miners! Anew!
A little bit more like so. Runesmith up front. Now you're a little bit too close. Let's come on back.
Move!
Yeah, they're gonna be blocking with the trees there. Come on back. We have plenty of miners to stand in the way.
Take it all! Slayers! Hello! Through!
Move up a little bit there.
Root thrower!
Everyone all in together. Let's see if we can find those chosen. Marauders, marauders, marauders. Where are their chosen hiding? Off on the flank? Interesting. We'll just blast apart these marauders there then. You turn and fire.
Hook those dwarf and legs!
Nice dodge. Last second there.
Move now!
Burn. Get these slayers up.
Here we go!
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Reckoning! Shoot! Range fire! Range fast! Slayers!
Seems like a bad call, running directly into the Caltrops, getting flamethrowed. Happy to see you though. Grombrindal should chase them off pretty quickly.
Bring them down!
Work together.
Put those dwarf and legs! One does not!
Alright, Grombrindal, come on back. We need you to get after the Chaos Lord there.
Yes! Will do!
Asavar was saying some stuff about your mama.
Unite!
Bring the boys around.
Thrower!
Got more enemies showing up
Rondos!
from the sides there.
Miners!
Fair enough. Miners exploding that group of Forsaken.
For the Carrots and Gore! Wow!
Get back just far enough. Oh, that's working out real well. Slow down so we can see some of these blasting charges. They are going for the flanks, though. We do need to kind of stop that. Get in there and put them down. Many, many Norskins are running on in. There's the Chosen. Grombrindal in the middle, rending these men. Axe is hungry, as you can see. We'll swing on out, allow him to keep fighting, though he is bogged in with some troops that I prefer he not be battling with. Get some fire in on these poor Chosen there. Poor Chosen.
Slayers! Charge!
Yeah, let's bring them on back. Actually, you can just keep beating down on these Warhounds. We'll bring these other Slayers back.
Move!
More and more enemies approaching. My choppers I accidentally sent. When your soldiers are not on guard mode, they get messed up.
As your command!
Hold on back. We need the Runesmith
Runes of smiting upon them.
getting involved. We did not defend the
Let's turn the tide!
handguns nearly well enough.
Dwarf warriors! Understood, Lord!
Yeah, there's keep facing them.
Thunderers! Charge!
You can drag these Thunderers back in.
On the way!
You turn and fire on them.
Targets well!
You keep shooting the units that are running away.
Our fire on
Stand behind them, please.
Nothing can
Stand ready. You guys
stop
go ahead and charge in.
us.
Keep trying to bog Grombrindal down.
Might.
I want to lose my Thunderers, and they look like they're going to be focusing them down hard. Yeah, the enemies are very well dispersed in our own troops. Keep running back.
Move now! Shield bearers, all!
Beat that group back.
Move now!
All other Dwarf warriors hold in.
Vengeance!
Get Grombrindal moving.
Taking aim! Strike out! Aye!
Got lots coming from this other angle here.
Off we go!
I'm just bring these ogres around.
Slayers!
Players kill as many as you can.
Strike out! Quarrelers!
We'll have these guys turn and fire.
We demand blood! Thunderers!
These Thunderers moving.
For the ancestor gods! Slay the oath breakers!
Come on back behind our lines if you're able, please.
Move off! Wow!
We need more of our units in guard mode. Something we have learned here.
For mountain and home! Get it!
Go ahead and blast apart that group of horsemen.
This won't miss fire!
You do the same.
For the ancestors! Move now! Move off! The clans unite!
Come on back. We've got everyone a little bit too far apart.
Lads! Charge!
We are going to win this one, but fortunately, Grombrindal annihilating this poor Chaos Lord here. Didn't even know why he's here.
Runes of
Rune Lord back. You guys charge in and slaughter these marauders here. Blast apart this group of horsemen.
Taking aim! Get him!
Get them indeed.
Down!
Keep on running.
Can stop us!
Love you guys move together on these marauders here. Throw some explosives.
Steel on fire! Strike out!
Get them ready for the next group coming on up. You crawlers fire on the
We demand
foolish horsemen in the back there. I was going to try to draw them into the explosives, but it didn't seem to work, so let's turn. Die, dwarves. You first, bud. Looks like this secondary army here is also breaking. We just have to deal with the Chosen. Everyone work together.
Move!
Perfect, everyone has broken. We've got a bit of replenishing to do, but as far as the army goes, these ogres managed to catch several of the Chaos Warriors out in the open. This heavy armor is going to keep the ogres from doing much to them, but they're so much faster we can just draw them on back.
Consider it done! Off we go!
Alright, those Chosen are broken.
Blow through!
Come on back.
Go! I shall!
They're all shattered. We just have to wait for this other group to come on in and run away, basically. They're far away. Artillery teams get working on these guys as they come on in.
Warp is fire!
We'll have our Slayers chase down this group of Marauders.
Fight! Hammerers!
You guys just keep coming up.
Charge! Hit them!
Keep retreating. Speed things up a little bit here. Artillery is really unable to fire. Let's see if they can hit this other group instead.
War of vengeance!
I'll better slaughter these Marauders.
Cannot corrupt us!
There we go.
Kill the
Mohawked crazies. No matter what, you guys are bone.com. Let's see if they want to charge on in and get scorched first, though.
Cheers! Aye.
There goes a rock. Oh, they're disappearing. The invisible Marauders. The most deadly variety.
Such an holy
What's the plan now, Chaos Warriors? Hide behind the golden monolith. Fair plan.
Let's start shooting! Move! We are relentless!
Let's not get overexposed there. We can switch their targets as they're just going to be blasting into the monolith itself.
Slayers! Go! When do we eat?
Be here in a moment, bud.
Follow the Morse call! To the forge!
We can go ahead and blow this group up. We're able to get a little bit closer.
Shield bearers, ho! Yes! Yeah!
I just wanted to hit him with the flamethrowers, but it's not going to work. Those Iron Drake guns are going to be cooled off, unfortunately.
For the High King!
I'll just pull them on back.
Kazoo!
Make you guys run some more.
Ranged firepower ready!
And blast them apart.
Get spring!
Master Rune of Spite getting going.
Our masters desert us! The runes glow!
So smash them. Yeah, I'll go ahead and just send in the infantry.
Unite! Slayers!
Then we'll weaken them as they come on in. Oh yeah, no, there's no escape. He's here to weaken that armor as well.
For the ancestor gods!
Finally chase off that group of warriors. Last but not least, the Bath of Flame. Well, that terrain is going to cause them problems. Now they're going to retreat beforehand. That's the victory. Grombrindal's axe is reignited. Oh, perfect. A jet of flame to end it. Yes, quite. Go ahead and equip that axe right on up then. Quest complete. Bit of an anticlimactic battle there, but we only lost 286 to their 1,500. We can go ahead and drink to victory a second time. I don't know if we're able to get that doubled down, so we'll just go for execute and loot. Gain some both gold and treasury. Assured Assailant. The Warriors of Dragonfire Pass, Regiment around unlocked. And the Rune Axe Grombrindal's equipped. Perfect.
The dwarfs need me!
We do need to do some replenishing. However, we could stave off a turn of replenishment and get the rating.
Aye, I'll see it done!
This also may convince Malekith that we're weak enough to attack.
One jack!
And we'll find out. Melee defense while defending, or armor-piercing weapon damage when defending. Rouse the engineers, more ammunition for Iron Drakes and War Machines. Or Grimnir's Resolve and more uses for Grombrindal Has No Fear. Grombrindal Has No Fear is very powerful. I think we'll go for the Mighty Beard of Defense, though. Grombrindal's lustrous white beard is the envy of many a dwarf. Those whiskers would definitely throw you off in a fight. Or would they? Can we do both the sharpening of weapons and the sharpening of armor? Or hardening of armor at the same time? I don't want to waste the skill if we can't. is the only issue there. The Rune of Breaking we could throw on top of Grombrindal and make him even scarier, which is something I'm very keen on doing. Turning Grombrindal into a raid boss has been lots of fun. The 619 weapon strength, 83 melee attack. He's a scary lad. Not quite Scarbrand level, but Scarbrand's also quite a bit larger. Doesn't seem to matter. We got 7,400 gold to spend. We almost have enough for the Dracul Spire. Tier 3. I think we need... I want to make sure we save enough. It is 4,500 is all we need. Okay, so we're at 74. We can come on over to Rakno Gorge then.
Master of Runecraft.
Upgrade to a tier 2 Dwarf and Outpost. Hammer Fist can kind of hang out. We can throw in the Regiment of Renown if they really need it, and hopefully Malekith comes over to cause some problems. Take a look at our diplomacy just real fast.
Obey!
Great orthodoxy. Well, you know you're the villain when Castalton wants to be your friend.
Fear me.
Yeah, no good diplomacy for us right now, just war. Fair enough. Over at Eldar Spire, we could upgrade it as well. That would add its growth. Only 2 points of growth. Let's hold off. We'll wait the 4. That way we're able to upgrade the Ultimate Darkness there to a tier 3 settlement. Get some actual buildings in. Now that's the turn. We got some more refugees of war. Another Karak Falls. This time Ziflin. We'll accept these refugees. And the raiding Druki Grudge, raid any region belonging to the Dark Elves, already accomplished, gaining 500 treasury and both gold. Then we have levied up our Missile Warriors. Dwarves with a penchant for picking off the Urks from afar will form Thunderer or Quarreler units. And now we're working on the ammunition wagons. And then I was going to go all the way down here to a volley fire. So we have less reload time reduction for all of our ranged units. And then we can kind of start working on something else. We can kind of work probably on our income. Or even our growth here by working down towards the autonomy of the holds. Gives more for trade tariffs, which are kind of meh. All of these are pretty good, just upgrading our overall income from our income buildings. Red Horn Tribe has arrived. And Skag Hammerfist has himself a Choir Master. Typical Choir Master's conundrum is how many verses if she was only a halfling's daughter to regale the Elven Ambassador with. Full 260, or the shorter 180 stanza version. 1 control and 2 negative to corruption. We've got 2 Teller of Tales as well. We're both doing poetry and tales. He's got a singular skill. I think we'll go for the Rune of Speed, giving us a little bit more melee attack and speed. Need it.
Lord of Clan
See if I can push
Borgrim.
this army away.
Not.
And more grim indeed. Okay, so we managed to get the raiding grudge handled.
Who calls me?
With Grombrindal, we can kind of hang out in enemy territory and
He shall tremble.
just cause some problems. Let's scoot across here. Now, I want to lure Malekith out of Hoggrave.
Aye.
If we can do so by threatening multiple settlements, I'm happy to do so. Maybe even think he has an in on Kragrith. Stay in enemy territory for now.
Denied.
415 positive income. We check in the Warriors of Dragonfire Pass. They are only at 182. They give us a bit more to melee attack and defense. Let's do it. Since you aren't Grombrindal, you need some help. Oh, and these are warriors that are going to have an additional bonus versus large as well. Very nice.
It's as good as
Alright, well, let's see if we can't chase off the raid party here. Will we have the settlement coming out to fight? I think we can handle it with the settlement's help. Well, here's open.
summed it.
Alright. It's going to give us a valiant defeat. There's an absolute ton of crossbows. A bunch of edgelords as well. Go for the Rune of Stoicism. Let's give this to the other group of warriors there. And then the Flaxen's Rune of Seeking and Immolation obviously on the other two. We've got a couple bits of our front line, so all we got to do is wait for our reinforcements to arrive, hold up, and then we can just charge directly at them. We're going to take some damage on the way in, but as soon as we get into melee combat with them, we should be able to break these shades. If you look at our terrain just real fast. Perfect. Okay, so this This could be very interesting. I'm not exactly sure how the layout's going to be, but it looks like this is some very low ground. They've got some low ground over here, and this is mountainous. We'll see what we can do. Luckily, no magic, just warriors, so let's see about bringing down these warriors of Nagaron. Alright, let's paint this white snow red. Oh, this is blinding Nagarothi snow. Go ahead and pull the forces back. I think it'd be a good idea to kind of keep them over off to the right here, that we can use some of these rocks as cover. We'll have our artillery team. We don't want them to be firing on the enemy right off the bat. We want the Dark Elves to think they're safe. They tend to try to wait on your reinforcements as well, which is very interesting strategy. Let's try to spread them out, then pump them up a little bit more there, and then the Dwarven Warriors, keeping them back. Front line a little bit more together than normal. That'll do. Got our front line, our Quarrelers, our Grudge Throwers, and then Mr. Hammerfist. And in 2 minutes, we have all of our front line, as well as some miners. Let's see. Let the defense of these raiding Druki begin. Faffing about indeed. Speaking of, they are just going to sit here and wait on us. Works for me. We're going to go ahead and phase on in when our reinforcements arrive. Alright, so Panic, the Druki have started to move forward. We have switched our formation up a little bit there, so we're going to try to keep this side here as a flank. We have still a minute before our allies show up, but they're sending all of their crossbows forward first, so hopefully we can try to damage them as much as we can. So let's get these Grudge Throwers launching. They're in range. And waste no time. Didn't quite dodge. Pretty good hit, too. Start firing on the Dark Shards in the middle there. Keep exploding them. Luckily, they have sent their Dark Shards all forward first. So 26 seconds until we have some allies of our own. Ooh, that's no good. Take some free damage from those shades. There's another group up here in this top. Get up there. Saw them for a moment. That is a lot of shades. And there, we'll use the explosive rune. Actually, that's not what that is at all, is it? This is an armor rune. Okay, so those shades are causing some issues. Speed and melee attack. I should have given it before we reached the enemy there. Alright, our allies have arrived. We need them now more than ever. Blasting our Grudge Throwers up. Let's back them off. Send everyone forward. We'll get the miners with explosives moving in on the sides. Miners all moving up. Taking some free damage, sadly. Let's pull on back. Shouldn't have moved him. Keep them fighting. Should be able to focus together on them, turn, and start blasting into this gigantic group. All of the warriors arriving. Just start killing. Get the dual axes, or not the dual axe, single axe in there. Just blow up whoever you can, dude. Shades are moving into melee. Our warriors are getting slaughtered to a man, unfortunately. He's fighting her just fine. Dreadlord's getting bodied. These dwarf warriors moving. Ooh, all that free damage from the crossbows. Keep blasting into those Grudge Throwers. Interesting move by those shades. Fire on someone else for able. She broke through. What a coward. End out this armor. All of these lads that we are able. Turn and stop her. Keep moving through. Shoot the Wazzicks. Those Grudge Throwers Curran. Miners that already have used their payloads have left. Get some slow motion battle shots in here. War of the Dwarf kicking off in earnest. War of the Dwarf, War of the Beards. Might as well be. Sorry guys, you've made the throng angry. And while you're really good at stabbing folk in the back, that's about the extent of your capabilities. Pull on back out so we're not getting slaughtered here.
It is a reckoning.
These guys moving on in. Slay everything without a beard. Your lord is retreating. As she's out of here. There is no escape. Keep launching rocks on in. If you quarrelers blast apart this group. They're getting shot back in return, though. Damage is what we expected. Stop them if you're able. We'll just grab them, lock, and just kill anything in front of you. You guys keep chasing this group. You guys have these dark shards pinned down. That is working out. Switch targets. Go ahead and send you guys out to stop them. Another rune of melee. Unfortunately, we can't quite reach. Can we with an extended version? Maybe. Get all those dwarf warriors. Get them that extra melee attack. The explosion of the miscast, injuring several of our own Dawi. Anyone who's overextended, come on back, except for you. You keep chasing those shades down. Then you turn your back to them, you get chopped. Round and destroy.
For the ancestors. I am strong.
I hope so. You're starting to lose, buddy.
Attack!
Luckily, so is she. Grudge throwers start throwing at them. Hope so. As soon as murderous prowess wears off, the enemy should start dying in droves.
Understood, Lord.
We're gonna take some damage though. Get these miners moving. Quarrelers, fire on better targets, please.
Yes.
You're literally gonna run away from 3 dwarves. Makes sense. Rune Lord still has not killed Illinarian, but there she goes. She's out.
The clans unite.
We'll have him keep chasing her down. She's not shattered, but keep chasing. She doesn't come on back. Let's get the flaming lads moving. Your axe doubles as a lightsaber. You are one of our best buddies. Got him fully surrounded. We've just got to wipe them out. Got a couple units of crossbows left too.
For the Callous Anchor. Dwarves, ready access.
Keep chasing them.
For the ancestors. Take them down. It'll get done.
Yeah, let's give yourself a little bit more armor, just to make sure you don't die, because it was giving you a no chance to win there.
Will do.
Shades are actually holding in fine. The enemy should break really soon, though. Looks like most of the enemy has shattered. Wonderful, lads. Let's chase down as many of these intruding Druki as we can, and I'm going to catch you all in a moment. A Pyrrhic victory, it calls it, but that was an absolute ton of knife-eared edgelords going down to a very small force of dwarves. Don't worry about this 1,400. There were only 500 that we lost. We will go ahead and drink to victory. And then we gain the Master Rune of Groth One Eye. Causing Discouraged effect. Passive ability giving extra leadership to everyone around, and then causing terror and fear when fighting against greenskins. Gain another Teller of Tales.
It's as good as done.
Able to chase her down. That's a ton of crossbows still there. I would like to chase them down and wipe them out, but
Lord of Clan
we have 62 there, 59 here. We do still have our grudge throwers. So if we recruit in some slayers, perhaps we can deal with it. I'd like to chase her down, not allow that army to continue to recruit. We'll come over here to Dracula, though, and put in these repurposed holds first. And I'm happy to put in a stone bread breakery. That growth going up.
How can I help?
You can help by coming on over here and bullying Nagaron some more.
Oh, what do you want? Armed and ready.
For Skag Hammerfist, camping doesn't help out, or is this a wizard now?
Ill-considered.
The leader is looking like wielding a hand bow.
Master of runecraft.
Okay, so against a hand bow, I mean, we can just go for the Rune of Wrath and Ruin and blow some fools up, and then we can upgrade the Rune of Oath and Steel. Extra armor is helpful, but not against the Druki's armor-piercing crossbows. Go for Rune of Wrath and Ruin.
Vengeful Rune Lord.
And while I do want to charge on in here, this is a lot of shades. Very tough call.
My anger burns bright.
I think we can handle it. But what we'll do instead is we'll pull back into Rakdo Gorge. We'll be a bit more defensive. Actually foresee your Cathar here moving back to Temple of Cain to try to replenish, and then we can have Grombrindal jump on them when they do. So either way, we can try to force these Nagarathi to do what we want. For our known factions, can we make any deals with the Redhorn tribe? Surprisingly, no.
All right.
Almost get a military access treaty with Marienburg, but they're currently at war with Reichland, so we don't probably want to make too many more deals with the Marienburgers. They seem to be wanting to be the villains. I am not keen on doing that this time. The living ancestor kicks the back on off. The White Dwarf thanks his mentor Grungni. Wisdom cannot come from one source alone, though, so he must now look to his fellow ancestors, or even to his own experience for guidance in the trials ahead. Or we could just look to Grungni again and get more upkeep and research, right? Which is exactly what we're gonna do. She does. She retreats on back. Scared of Ungrol Stoneheart, though. And we will use that to our advantage. Can you reach?
You have my axe.
The answer to this question is... I want to be played. I'm trying to get over here to the Temple of Cain. Can we reach? Looks like there may be some issues reaching. In that case, let's do some more encampment. Keep moving. You can bring multiple armies on over here against me at once. That's fine. We'll bring Hammerfist on over.
Rune Lord.
Love to get him recruited up. Some more Dwarven warriors. We'll have them move up and...
I'm leaving.
I'm thinking moving Grombrindal over here was probably a
The
mistake.
dwarfs need me.
If we go into ambush, we will definitely fail. Yeah, we'll stay in encampment stance at the very least so we get extra melee defense. But that was probably a mistake. We should have definitely wiped her out since she's going to stay in her friendly territory and recruit. Jump back into Rakdo Gorge, and we will hope that Grombrindal can defend himself. One more in turn here. All three armies have come on over to attack all at the same time, and they are quite numerous. What was she recruiting up? This one is at least quite weakened, the one that is rolling with a Hektish. Malekith is, of course, rolling with a bunch of Dark Shards, and then the final army, Moranci, has 3 crossbow advantage that they've got is quite intense. Let's see the terrain we're rolling in. Okay, fair enough. Hopefully we are able to find a nice firing position for our grudge throwers here. We can kind of set them up. We'll also have to see where Malekith and the other reinforcing army is going to be coming from. This should be a tough fight. Alright, let's be about this. So we've got Malekith reinforcing from this angle here. Not what I wanted to see really at all. Although, The only kind of positive being that the army brigade fighting to start is pretty weakened. We best take advantage of this, though. I'd like to wait on Malekith to show up and then attack him right away. Problem being, this army is still quite numerous. We can kind of set up in this pass here and then pull back. I don't want to wait for the whole group to come on over at us at the same time, but we don't have a lot of choice. We kind of have to corner up. Incredibly outnumbered here. Grab our grudge throwers, pull them apart. I have Iron Drakes on this side and then the Thunderers on the other. Maybe I won't. Thunderers on this side, Iron Drakes on the other. 2 Dwarven Warriors with the Hammerers. Forming our front line, even though the Hammerers are not shielded. Allowed to march fifth. Ogres waiting on the back. 3 gyrocopters. Grombrindal. Miners. I want to keep the miners safe until the Druki arrive. They have a lot of archers. They're going to do really bad things to our miners. And the Caltrops kind of off on the side here. Although we're going to be pulling the whole group back. Not all the way to this corner, but at least up this hill a little bit. Probably put them here. Still trying to figure out how we win this one. Alright, our Slayers. Another unit we want to kind of keep in the back since they're not able to dodge arrows very well, especially 5 armor.
Yes, then. For the ancestor gods.
For the ancestor gods, indeed. Lead infantry together, specialized. Wild card in them. Perfect. Guard mode for you guys. These guys are already in guard mode. Get the battle going. Pull the whole squad. Wow, this is they're all gonna sit up on that hill. How brave of an attacker you are. We could try to switch the script on them. Problem is they have cavalry. Do something kind of like this then.
Understood.
Just pull back ever so slightly. We'll have you guys come on over here and drop some caltrops as soon as they come out of the woods. And you guys just come drop some in the middle of this field.
Move now.
Good work, guys. You're doing the attacking thing. Hiding up in the trees.
Our fire undimmed.
Let's hope. Let us hope.
For the ancestor
Grab you guys, kind of pull you back into the woods there.
Yes.
Set up those caltrops.
War of vengeance.
Well, got kind of out there in the middle.
Iron drakes.
Perfect. Come on back.
Plow through.
Prepare to defend. Really, really bad. Firing arcs. See if we can't pull the catapults back a little.
Will do.
Not a lot of opportunity to do so.
Go. For the High King.
Thunderer's back as well.
Pump those dwarfen legs.
Alright, now we wait. Here comes Malekith and the other. Setting up just in time. Oh, you found your bravery now. How unfortunate. Whole bunch of enemies are showing up.
Vengeance.
Alright, here comes Malekith. I would love for him to be fighting with Grombrindal first.
The runes glow.
Definitely needs to be the thing that he is engaged with.
Let's start shooting! Aye!
Guys on the side have these ogre bulls waiting to defend them.
Follow the Morse call. Miners!
Fire in the middle.
Can stop us!
Guys move off to the side there then.
Castleton!
Alright, here they come. Casting spells. Hour of Darkness. Ah. That's unfortunate. Sacrificing these bleak swords for extra magic.
Behold true power! Glorious dark magic!
Perfect. Got 3 mages coming on over. One of Shadows, one of Death, and Malekith. Who I believe is a blend.
Sorcery is majestic.
Shadows and Death. And we've got a Hag, a Sorceress, a Fire. Well, hello. You guys going to attack me, or what's the plan here? Ah, hitting the crossbows up. They've probably got these shades moving over then. Make sure Grombrindal's up, ready to fight them.
Biggest in the tribe.
We love when the shades just randomly appear.
Miners! Bring them down!
Drag the lad across a little bit there.
Anad!
Just a bit. 2.
Anu! On my oath!
Yeah, I got no trust that there's not shades moving in for it first here. Dark Riders ahoy!
Our sorcery is majestic.
So you say. Yeah, here they are. Grombrindal, go jump this group.
Kill Hurks! Vengeance!
Not having these shades causing us problems.
Is it time?
It is time. Go ahead and have these catapults stop firing if they're able for now.
Stop firing!
Please and thank you.
The clans unite!
Oh, I don't even have to move these guys forward. That's excellent. Ooh, some shades are jumping all over our gyrocopters, though.
Go!
Guys forward start blasting. Grombrindal should be annihilating these shades.
Thunderers! Nothing can
Bit closer.
stop us!
They are choosing to shoot our barricades apart, which is, I'm taking it. We'll take the 3 damage on those
Grombrindal! They'll sing
instead of going to our troops.
Gyrocopter!
These gyrocopters moving around.
Quarterless! It is a reckoning!
Yeah, shades are unfortunate.
No time to lose!
One of the more cowardly units for sure.
Yes!
Now let's get you moving up.
Range
Fighting some
fire,
shades.
Range fast! Hammerless! Quarterless!
Quarrelers turned. Just different units of like 3 shades at once are causing issues. These Slayers out there start killing.
Vengeance!
Slayers in the back.
Move! Rage beyond reckoning! Find a meal! Quarterless!
Quarrelers moving up. We're taking a lot of ranged fire over there. You bring down the Supreme Sorceress. We'll save that ability for when Malekith's here. Thunderers are getting messed up.
Yes, Lord! Move now!
And in the front line.
Strike out! Withdraw! Hammerless!
Who's withdrawing? Oh, those lads were getting shot the whole time.
Slayers! It is a reckoning! Iron Drakes!
Get ready, Iron Drakes.
Looking for me! Kill me! Move! Quarterless!
Grombrindal's bullying this mage. Keep doing so. Actually, get over here and fight Malekith if you're able. Managed to scoot right past us like cowards. That is so many hot dark elves.
Firepower ready! Tear them down! We're the ancestors! They have wronged us!
Have indeed.
Thunderers!
Come on back, Thunderers.
Kill Urks!
Have left.
By my beard!
Get over here and slaughter Malekith quickly. Chase these units off, though, so they turn and run. Get in the back on Grombrindal. We lost those miners total.
Miners! Pump those dwarven legs! Let the vengeance begin!
Guys coming on back over.
Strike out! Fire, reload, fire!
We just don't have... We don't have enough units. Rune Axe of Grombrindal, get them.
For the ancestor gods! Go!
In there, Snorri, fight like hell.
Fire! Reload! Fire!
Murderous prowess is popped. Grombrindal isn't scared. His soldiers, however, a little bit concerned. The sheer number of crossbow bolts about to fly our way.
Yes! Attack!
Keep them from fighting. We're dealing with Malekith quickly here. Every chop of that axe. When it comes out of these woods here, he's gonna get torched. Iron Drake's moving.
Rattle! Quarrelers! Take them down!
Focus fire the same unit there.
Killers!
Realize my
Stuck!
catapults have not been firing.
Will!
A wonderful little misplay there.
Time! Pull out!
That should help out quite a bit. Would have helped out too, fighting that from the start there.
It is a reckoning!
Bring these guys back over.
Pull out!
No pull out. Why are we not able to hit him? Alright, well every unit of crossbows we lose is pretty unacceptable.
Think your target's well. Right! True power!
Shades have stuck in. Got a lot of layered fire coming down on us now.
Bring them down!
Grombrindal's still unable to land a hit on Malekith. The number of goons in his way. You pull one away, don't want you to lose. Too late. Retreat. Alright, Malekith falls. Slaughter someone else. Love that the ogres are just bashing dudes around in the back there.
Slayers! Hello, through! Toss! Ready axes!
Keep killing. Fire down in the main line. Power through.
Attack the earth! Shoot the wizards!
Back on in there. Lose both of these groups of slayers, unfortunately.
Slayers!
Fought to the last.
Ready!
They're proud of every last one of them. Ogres are here for some snacks.
Killing time!
The edgier they are, apparently the tastier. That's not my words.
I shall!
Chop. Grombrindal's gonna single-handedly finish off the rest of these lads. My Rune Lord out of that middle of that fight. And we've been misplaying this one for real. I've been fighting everything I can without thinking I have magic. Explosion.
Dwarf warriors! Yes, then!
What is one of my campaigns, though, without crippling amounts of misplay? Grombrindal knows no fear for everyone around. It looks like the Druki, though, know plenty of fear.
Slayers! Dowie attack!
Oh no!
Dwarfen legs! Will do! Move to
Those dark shards got into the back line there.
for the ancestor gods!
Kinda funny,
Kill Urks
but in an awful way.
for the Karazankor!
Scourge Runner Chariots are gonna be an issue. See if you can bog them down.
To the forge! Scuff!
I'll keep smashing.
Quarrelers!
They've got a little bit of ammo left, those Quarrelers.
Turn the tide! Aye!
This last master here needs to fall. Let's pull you guys back.
Karazankor! Move!
Crossbows moving. Most of the enemy is shattered.
Yes!
Ooh, there's the victory. That was tough. We're down to 429, and we managed to not use magic just about the entire battle.
Gyrocopter!
Alright, well, we're going to try to chase down some of these Druki, and I will catch you all in a moment.
Abreast base!
A Pyrrhic victory indeed. We lost 2 of our groups of Slayers, as well as the Ekran Miners, who fought to the very last. Most of the units, though, did end up surviving, so we are incredibly thrilled to see it. We're going to go ahead and give the Rune of Stoicism to the Hammerers instead now. We do have some units to recruit back on up, but we've got lots of experience to pass out. And we annihilated a pretty large army of Malekith. Go ahead and execute and loot. So we're in enemy territory there. Refugees of War. Karagnoran also is going to be seeking refuge. We will accept them. Immortal Unbeloved. We've got a passive ability of Frenzy for Grombrindal now, as well as more raiding for the Lord's Army, so we don't need the Rune of Frenzy anymore. Awesome. Good to hear. Authoritarian. Many killed in battle there, and the Winds of Pain have kicked off. I'm glad that was last turn, so they didn't have quite as much magic to use. But now we have pretty much free reign on attacking wherever we want. Should we go after Hoggrafe, Nagaron, or should we just kind of stick it close, claim the Temple of Cain, and rebuild? I will let you all let me know in the comments, but for now I'm out of time for today. I've been Space Wizard Total War. Remember to leave a like for the like god and a sub for the sub throat, and I will see you on the next one.